For over a century, video games have been the hottest, newest trend to ever exist on the town. Everyone and their grandma is playing video games. But how far back do video games go? Looking back into prehistoric ages, back in October of 1958, William Higginbottom created the first video game ever made, Tennis for Two. This invention brought immense joy to the children of the world, and from then on, everyone played video games. Throughout the years, there have been many innovations in gaming. The second game ever made was Pac-Man. Now this is a good game. This guy was the most innovative of all guys, and his game has all the features of a good game. He's got the gameplay, the best graphics, all the movement, and you're eating balls. What more can you ask for? After that, games only got better. They came out with Tetris, Street Fighter, the first fighting game, Pac-Man Jr., the first Junior game, and then they came out with the first Mario, which led to so many amazing Mario games, and the most movie of all time. Then they made the first Sonic, which to this day is the only good Sonic game. And then they made Donkey Kong, which broke the world record for the most donkeys in a video game. The next game that came after that was very important. It was called Battlezone, and it was the first game to be in 3D, and it looked awesome. This was a very important step in gaming because for the first time, gamers were able to move forward and backward. They weren't restricted to moving left and right like in every other game, but there was still one problem. No game allowed you to move up. And then, in June 23, 1964, they came out with Super Mario 64. Now this is the game. This was the game. Everyone played this game. Not only were gamers finally able to move up, but they literally let you fly in this game. This game had zero restrictions when it came to movement, and that's what made it a great game. And it really doesn't get any better than this. This is game. Then came Space War, the first video game that could be played on multiple computer installations, which started PC gaming. And then came the rise of the game industry. Video game consoles were becoming more and more popular. Games were now starting game cartridges. Everyone was playing Mario Kart. But even during this amazing period of video game history, gamers were still considered nerds. Until they invented 3D polygonal graphic rendering, which is a fancy way of saying better 3D. Video games went from looking like this to this. So many great games came from this. Now we got GTA, Halo 2, Counter-Strike, The Sims, Super Smash Bros. Bunch more GTAs. FIFA made the same game every year and people actually bought it. And we got Super Mario Galaxy. And then, one of the greatest games ever was made. Among Us. This is when video games peaked. From this point on, video games only got worse. Because after that, despite the overwhelming success of the Wii, Nintendo came out with the Wii U, a console that a total of 4 people owned. The PS4 showed us that Sony knew how to count, not Xbox though. And then, only a few months later, virtual reality gaming. This was one of the top innovations in gaming. People could now play Among Us VR. PC gaming was now bigger than ever. Everyone was playing on PC. No one cared about consoles anymore. Unfortunately, this meant that everyone was playing Fortnite, the worst game ever. Then the day was saved when Nintendo came out with a Nintendo Switch. People were playing real games again, like Mario. And this brings me to the real topic of this video, Among Us.